I expect you are now developing a routine, and for many this will include some daily exercise, getting out for a walk. Today's Gospel reading focuses on two disciples walking, though not many of us will manage a 7-mile walk in our 1 hour's exercise. Just picture those two disciples walking dejectedly, the 7 miles home from Jerusalem to Emmaus. They would have gone to Jerusalem for the Passover in high spirits. It was a great festival, a holy day, a holiday. It would have been made even more exciting by the arrival of Jesus, this amazing man that they believed to be the long-awaited Messiah, the one to transform the lives of the Jewish people. Then all had gone wrong. Jesus had been arrested and put to death in the worst possible way, crucified like a common criminal. As they walk and talk, they're joined by Jesus, but they don't recognise him. Well, would you expect to see and talk to someone you had just watched die 2 days before? To have someone walk along the road with you whose broken and bloodied body had been removed from the cross and laid in a tomb? Jesus accompanies them, listens to them, and gently guides them through the scriptures, the Old Testament, so that they can understand that what had happened to him in Jerusalem was foretold in the scriptures, that the Messiah should suffer and die, but then rise from the dead. It takes quite a while to walk 7 miles, so Jesus had plenty of time. But even as the two disciples began to understand what he was saying, they still didn't recognise him. It wasn't until he did what they must have seen him do so many times before, take the bread, bless it and break it, that they realised it was Jesus himself. Jesus had transformed their sorrow and dejection into joy. Jesus had once more brought them hope. We're all on a journey, and like it was for those disciples, Jesus walks with us on our journey. He is our companion, our constant companion. We don't often see him, but nevertheless, he is with us. We can read the Bible to help us to understand him and recognise him. But to know Jesus, we can't just hear the stories in the Bible. We have to experience them for ourselves, to walk with him as those two disciples did on the road to Emmaus. We have to touch him and grow with him, and we will be filled with joy and excitement and hope like those two from Emmaus. At present, we cannot meet him in the breaking of the bread, Holy Communion, but we will be able to do so again in the future. For now, we have to open our eyes to see Jesus at work in our lives and at work in our communities. His love reaching out to help lift those who are down and in need. Then we mustn't stop thinking we've reached our destination, but must keep walking our road with Jesus, allowing him to continually change and transform our lives. And then, like those two disciples, we must not sit down once we know who Jesus is. We must get up and tell others, and help the risen Jesus transform their lives as well. Help the risen Jesus bring hope, especially at this time. Amen.